Water sign collective, this is a reading for you. So, if you're interested in your personals, they're already posted. You take a peek. Let's get some general energies as well as a storyline of sorts, please. Okay. We've got this cat in reverse. You've got a frog in reverse. Okay. Automatically getting really Tom and Jerry, cat and mouse type energy there. Also, you could be really, okay. Water signs. There's something really turbulent going on in your depths. Okay. You can be on the beach and any given beach in the world, right? And somewhere else in that same ocean that you're touching, whether it be the Atlantic, the Pacific, whatever, there could be like a hurricane going on in the middle of the ocean somewhere out further than you can see, perceive, anything, right? Stormy weather. What this is reminding me of is the earthquake that just happened, the 7.5 earthquake that happened in California. When Mother Nature is not happy, she doesn't really mess around. Like, you have like 30 minutes to respond to a tsunami warning. And if you can't literally move out of the way of the water, you're so screwed. I feel like you might be feeling that way right now, water sign. Like, are you like pinting something up or damming something, like holding something back? Like, what is going on? I feel like you have you're very nimble. Okay. Emotionally speaking, water signs can outmaneuver anybody faster than, like, just emotionally faster than any other sign. Hands down. You're not using your nimble water powers right now. I almost feel like you've got, and bear with me here, you've almost got the ability to be a land animal, a water animal, and I'm seeing this as being like underwater kelp and mushrooms and like I don't know why the coral reef is really showing up with the mushrooms and the psychedelics there. This is when you are an earth creature. Anything underwater or completely submerged looks like a completely different world to you. Like, you just can't survive down there. You have no resources. You are at the mercy of the water itself and everything that lives in it. Okay? Just like a fish out of water is at the mercy of air, can't breathe, gives a whole new definition to I can't breathe, and everything on land. Okay? We think fish taste pretty good, and allegedly sharks think we taste pretty good too. Just dead, not alive, right? Same thing. This is you not really using your transformational skill set. You're not going to skin. It's almost like changing skins. This is a very mystique. You got mystique going on here, but you're not willing to use it right now. Why are you not willing to use it? I feel like you're not very confident that I don't think it's the land or the sea-bearing creatures. I think it's the ones that are changeable. The unseen creatures. These are the mermaids, the kraken, the huge sea squid. That is a kraken, right? What is the really big octopus? I don't know. There's all types of like Ursulas and whatever, right? You get it. That part, okay. That mindset is the part that's not yet ready. And it's kind of ticking you off. People are not, at least in your experience thus far, emotionally adept enough to control their brain, all the lightning, because your synapses communicate using electrical impulse, just like between clouds or between thoughts, right? There's a electrical transfers that then hit the ground. It's your thought grounding itself in reality, so you actually do it. Our senses are not yet expanded enough. They've not widened enough. They've not peaked. They've not been refined or focused or able to enrich us, or the heavens, or the earth, or the ocean yet, because people have not brought their mentality up. Where they could see, look, underneath this, look, here's the message in the bottle. There's the key. Yeah, this is definitely the message in the bottle. Look, this is your frustration right here. This is your frustration. This is why you're frustrated. You're like, look, I found the message in the bottle. I have the key that was in the bottle with the message. And now you're asking me which way am I supposed to be like thinking? What are you talking about? Grab a broom, take off, go get on your flight. Don't miss it. Go take off. Just make sure you don't crash into each other on the way. And if you are going to crash, you're going to crash into some waves that I'm going to create for you. That's kind of your mentality right now. You're not wowed by much of anything. You've gotten the message, you get what needs to be done, and you're like, which way do I go? Because you're already on this level. You've got the power of mystique. You can take someone else's face and just wear it. Okay? You don't need to ask which person, which way, which blah, blah, blah. You already know all of these things, water signs. All you need to do now is stay calm enough for everyone else to catch up with your mentality, because you really are that smart. If you knew your own power, man. Talk about photosynthesis and destruction. Talk about, Mother Nature's wrath. Talk about elevating people to a level where Hogwarts and Twilight and, all these different schools and trains of thought were not actually turning into a headache of a storm. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't have to be a headache. We just need to figure out the information surrounding what it means to be an Earthling and what it means to be a sailor and what it means to be a pilot, and then how to embody those things within our own vessel on a day-to-day basis. I'm just gonna, yeah, that's the door that you're seeking to go through. Let me get, I feel like you might need some angel messenger cards. That was kind of rough. Seems like you're a little bit stressed out. Perhaps, you know what's really frustrating if you are a spiritual, emotional, psychological being whatsoever as a water sign, is that people will oftentimes think that you're simply not emotional because you don't show every single little nuance of your deeply seated emotions. That's frustrating for you guys, because I do know that the emotion is there. You just might not always have the words. Like, emotions can't always be verbalized. Sometimes it's something, yeah, that you really just want to sit with it. You want to, yeah, the freedom to relax is number 31 and 32. That's what I'm saying. You want progression. You want that mentality that moves you towards progress or counts you down towards success. Okay. You want a countdown towards a successful process and ending that fosters trust. This came out in the reverse. I did flip it like this. But right now you don't trust that you're going to be given freedom to relax. You don't understand why other people's mentality has to keep turbulence in the air all the time, or why there always has to be violent strikes of lightning and torrid rain, and just there doesn't always have to be so much aftermath. The aftermath after Katrina. The aftermath after any serious earthquake, tsunami, whatever. That's the aftermath. So why provoke Mother Nature to the point where she needs to do these things? Then all we're stuck with is the aftermath. And if we would have, stopped trying to calculate against her in the first place, then I guess maybe that would have been a great place to start the thought process that we never started. So now we're here. This is what's happening at the moment. Let me get some animal wisdom. The animals will be the first ones to run away from whatever is about to happen. They've got the warning system ingrained. Let me tell you a little something about the honeybees. Let me just tell you something about bees in general. As soon as these guys are dead and gone, the whole world is done. Like Mother Nature, this is Mother Nature's reproductive system. And I think you might know that, water sign. Like, I think this is Mother Nature's sacral system. I don't know if it's a water sign that's messing with you, like a water sign that's messing with a water sign, but there's something about you being real frustrated with I guess it's like the focus being really cattywampus. It's really out of sorts. It's discombobulated. It's completely bass backwards. If this, you understand the fact that if this little guy perishes to begin with, the whole world is kind of gonna have to put up with that janky fact forever. This is birds and the bees talk right here. Birds, bees. Guess what bees don't eat? Guess what birds do eat? So it's our responsibility to hold on to these little tidbits of information, and that's what you're doing. That's why you're frustrated. That's why there's a storm warning going on in your brain, is because you're like, I swear, if I see one more person trying to criminally hurt, ouchie, trying to, hold on to this bee so tight that it's crushed, I'm gonna slip my stuff. It's already like the bees are already out of sorts. So it's gotten to a point where, yeah, look. You're reflecting on that. You're thinking about what I've just said. That, or you're reflecting back a bee in the reverse. You're saying, look, this is not working. Look what you're doing. You're putting it in people's faces at this point. I don't think you're being super nice about it. I think you're just being honest. Like, look, as soon as this is Mother Nature, this is the bees. If you hold the bees upside down, we're going next. And nothing is going to look the same. Right now, things look just fine, don't they? Like, everything is good. That's why there was something about needing to use your eyes that are not able to see. It's like using your mentality, that's the upgrade that you want everyone to already have had, is the ability to look at the world in a way that they're not believing their eyes. It's like, believe what you know to be true rather than what you think is true based off what you've seen. You can't believe everything you read. You can't believe everything you watch. You can't believe everything that's right in front of your face. People will stand there and lie to you. They will reflect with their whatever thought mentality that they've got, and it doesn't mean that they're not doing the best that they can, and it doesn't mean that you aren't. It means that that's where we're at. And as sad as that could be for some people who have a belief that there is a higher existence or a better way for us to live on this third rock from the sun, sometimes humanity just isn't ready yet. And that might take more than, I'm tired of it taking more than one lifetime. Like, can we do it this lifetime and say we didn't? It seems a lot easier than having to wait. Like, this is Desire, number 30. It did come out in reverse, but that doesn't really, it's neither here nor there. I'm about to shuffle anyway, so. Okay, Divine Guidance just came out again. This came out in the last read. You might want to go watch the air sign reading that I just did. I believe it was for Gemini. They had a double Divine Guidance come out, and they had a lot of that same contention and worry that you do right now about the mentality of the world, that we're not moving fast enough to make changes that are really integral for the outcome of humanity. Outcome of humanity is really paramount. Well, at least you would think it is for our species, but I guess if we're not considered a species worth fighting for, then we're not. I would suggest that we find one that is, whether it be white swans, black swans, whatever the case may be. That's what I'm saying is, like, if we're not going to value one another, why would we bother? Yeah, I really feel how fed up you are. You're really fed up. Emotionally fed up. And I'm not talking about feds and I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about you're just done. Like, have you ever been in a situation where you've cared so hard and so much that you're kind of just flabbergasted, and at the end of the day, you're out of gas for it, whatever it is. I feel like breaking out into song and dance right now, like I'm in some type of musical, like, Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Okay, anyway, I'm not going to break your eardrums, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Get your eardrums checked, get your eyes checked, get your ish together, right? That's kind of what you're saying to the world. I don't know what happened. You will know maybe if you go watch some of the water sign reads from earlier. You might be able to shed some light. I'm really sorry that you're in a kind of a strange mood. Invention. This is death to invention. So okay, all right, water signs, I'm gonna let you go. I feel like you're like, death to the establishment. Yes, I can totally sympathize with that feeling. However, I do think that there needs to be, maybe you could show us, without taking hallucinogenic mushrooms, um, how to lift ourselves, how to elevate. Because some of us, we would love to know. I mean, inquiring minds, right? Something like that.